night, Monkey Chat. Good night, Blue Belt. Okay, pause. Alright, Alternative Life Center. Alright, let's get rid of this insect farm. And then I think we can build the Alternative Life Center right here. Of course, I just freed up that space, but whatever. I didn't have that thing powered on anyway, because we haven't had the power for a time. Sector 2 is no longer specialized in food. Give me a minute! Crap, there's not enough space to hold them. Oh, God. Alright, let's do that for now. Get. And high priority that. Alright, that's for the quest. Are we still waking people up? Yes, we are. Alright, science. Science! Construct buildings 25% faster. What's an alternative life center? It basically just increases stability. It just makes them a little happier having that. I just assume it's like the YMCA.
Has occurred in the typhoon.
Still no polymers. Yeah, this thing is taking forever. I could pause the construction for a bit.
A violent strike has started on board the tycoon.
Construction pause. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pause the construction for a bit and just let other things catch up for a while. Let's see. Hydrogen. Why do I have hydrogen there? Okay, alright. Hydrogen, Sector 1, send it all to Sector 6. And then we can take that apart. Okay, so now that can be that, and we can undo that. And this can be... No, not that one, this one. It can be waste, and we can undo the waste. And then I can take those apart in time, I'm hoping. Alright, we completed the quest to have this thing built in time. Algae farms are coming along. Okay, we've got the Giga farm for that, or the Giga storage, which holds 720. So let's funnel all the food storage into that thing. Have you upgraded the tech lab to passive boost research? Yes. Oh my god, what just happened?
Power supply overloaded.
What? How? Wait, I am confused. How? How did the power go out? What am I doing that's overdrawing from the battery? I rebuilt that. Alright, doing this a little earlier than intended, but
Power restored.
I'm gonna mark those for deletion, which will... then they'll stop pulling power from the grid. Very weird that that happened. Alright, this section... this takes 5 power. Alright. Ooh, that's not gonna fit there. Not sure where I want to put this thing.
Has occurred in the tycoon.
Okay. Halves the trust penalty. Let's say power overloads have a lower chance of generating accidents. I didn't know power overloads generated accidents, period. Requires solid state battery tier 1 unlock. Is there any more quest things? I'm not seeing anything related to quests lighting up. Okie dokie. That's silicon. There. Alright, continue construction of the solar panel. Integrity is negative. Make sure all of these are on. They currently are. So, hold on. Algae farm. Each plantation does 4 water into 3.6 food. Each of these turns 1.5 water into 1.2 food. Okay, yeah, so algae farm is slightly more efficient. 1 algae farm thing is slightly more efficient than 3 crop fields. So... oh, algae farm is 33 power. I was gonna say, so I feel like to make water last longer, or ice last longer, I should get rid of the crop field and put another algae farm there. That would up our power expenditure by 2. Okay, that research is done. Alright. Power overloads have a lower chance of generating accidents. I mean, that's don't happen often, and accidents are pretty quick to fix. Solar panels? Is there any good stuff here? Solar panel production increased by 2.5%. Per panel, I don't know how much that's going to give me. Okay, we finished making the new giant panel. Alright. The Giga food storage is done. The Twinkies on the bottom are very old. Okay. technically we don't need this road, which might free up space to make something else nice there. Currently need whatever that is. Should begin optimizing the sectors. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out right now. So, polymer refinery. All right, I feel like we were, well, we're fine on it now, but for a while we were behind on polymers. We need the colonization training center again, somewhere. Hold on, how big were batteries? Oh god. They're 3x3. Why no 6 cell house in sector 6? There's not enough population there to need it, but I left space for it, so if there ever is enough people here to need it, then I can. But it just hasn't been needed. Alright, so I talked about making this area more about factories.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
Okay, hold on, what's the request? We have been in the Theta Crucis system too long. -1 stability, yeah, okay, same as the last one. That's fine, we still, that apparently happens in every area once you've been there too long. So, muck me. But it goes away when you move on to the next area. Health center, chronic, cell housing. Factories. Alright, second electronics factory here. Maybe a medium stockpile here for carbon.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
And that can fuel these 2 factories. And then I can get rid of that, or not carbon, sorry, silicon. I could take out the bug farms in Sector 6 now that are proper food management. The bug farms are basically producing free food, so it's like, yeah, I'll take them out when I need to take them out. Might be a good time now, though. What we can do is dismantle this farm, and we'll put an algae farm there. Now that we've tested and we know they're more efficient. What are the current commands for moving garbage around? Move a little there and a lot there. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
A violent strike has started on board the Tycoon.
Oh, the building center? Oh, God, okay. Haven't seen them do that before. Solar panel production increased by 5%. food, algae. Set that up. What I'd like to do is make a large stockpile here for alloy. But the problem is the space. Problem be where to put it. Is there anything else in Sector 1 that doesn't need to be there? That's not enough. Waste Treatment Center is about the right size. Polymer could get a proper set. Yeah. Just trying to figure out how to move things around. Because it's like, if I put the huge storage for alloys in a different sector, I will have to very often go in here and say, move them all to new sector, move them back to other places where they need them, you know? So, if I have it anywhere other than here where they're all being produced, it's going to be tedious. I can't even take these apart because I don't have enough storage for it. I guess, for now, I could make like one of these storages for it. Do I have another probe? Yes, I do. Let's see. Let's high priority this. Once this storage is done, it'll draw all the silicon out of here, and I can get rid of that. Hey, Mike, I tried Luminary DPS heal support build from Guild Gen last night. It was definitely different, and I'm not sure how viable it'll be at high raids or T4 fractals, but I didn't wipe the group at least, even if they were all quick play fractals and quick play raids for practice. Cool. I haven't tried that one. I tried the heal DPS Untamed, and I've got a video coming out on it, but it was definitely fun. I don't know how viable it would be for all content, but it was definitely fun, as long as you're aware of like the weaknesses of it, like when not to use it. Okay. We've got the mega silicon storage now. I could start opening up the other sectors. This seems like this is the sector for, like, just building yourself up as much as you can. Factories.
A probe has completed its scan.
Polymer refinery. See, maintenance, and this would be for carbon. Alright, so this can get turned off. Alright, so with this we can drastically increase polymer production and also move it out of Sector 1. What is the easiest ranger build for a new player? I mean, like, when you say new, like how new? Like, are you level 80? Or are you just, like, leveling it from, like, level 1? Let's see, research. More power. 1 week 80. Gotcha. Which is the easiest? If you're trying to heal, you would play a druid usually. If you want to just do damage, one of my favorite builds is the Quick Untamed, which there is a link to a guide I did on it right there if you're interested in that. It kind of has just like a couple of buttons that you need to hit every 10 seconds, but in between those windows, you kind of hit whatever you want. So it's got some flexibility. None of the ranger builds are too bad with a little practice, but that's my personal favorite right there. Alright, so... why do I have silicon going to 6? 6 doesn't need silicon. 6, all of this should be going to 5 to be processed. And hold on, is that ready to go yet? No, it's still building. Thanks. Sure. If you have any questions, feel free to hit us up. Building not connected to active stockpile. Well, it will be once that finishes.
Has started on board the Tycoon.
Alright, so carbon will need to all go to... was it 5? They'll need to all go to Sector 5 once that's done. More power. Okay. So 5 gets everything. So over here, you should no longer need that. You should no longer need that. Hey, Zelf, thank you for the Prime. I really appreciate the support. Keeping me in business. Thank you. My favorite Gears 2 streamer plays Ixion. Yeah, not too long ago, there's a tier on my Patreon where people can make me play whatever they want for a day, and someone made me play this, and I was like, this is pretty fun. I'm going to finish it. So this is me continuing that game. Oh, I just realized there's no storage here for polymers. This is Laura's stream, isn't it? I mean, she did raid me earlier. There's probably still some people here from that raid. Alright, the second algae farm's done. Food is still going great. Stockpile is huge. There's a weird pasty guy in the bottom right. The bottom right? The bottom right? I think that's just your reflection, Jarvan. Sorry to break it to you. Typoed my own death, yeah. Typo on the internet, he's dead. adjusted that slightly. Alright, let's check this. Destruction chance during dangerous weather conditions reduced by 50%. Sure. Why not? Sector 5 is now Industry Rank 1. I don't know how that helps, but I bet it does. Alright, we need a DLS center in this section. Again, though, I don't know where exactly I'm going to put it. Put it way over here for now. Okay, so we now have a polymer stockpile here. So all polymer is going to get made in Sector 5. So anytime anywhere else needs polymer, it should be getting shipped out from Sector 5 to those other places. And we've also doubled production of polymer compared to what we had before. Maybe you could erase some roads from the right of Sector 5 to make space. Yeah, I could put a few storages here or a line of batteries, and we will need batteries at some point. Build enough batteries so that at least 4 sectors will have backup power for 5 cycles. This battery supports sector operation for half a cycle. So that's 10 batteries in 4 sectors. That's a lot of space, unless the upgrades make them more efficient or something. Tier 2 batteries. Alright, I think now I should be able to take some houses down, because the alloy will go there, and then I can build the better houses here, which will help them out a little bit.
Has occurred in the typhoon.
Come on, go away. There we go. You should add minor spelling mistake BTTV emote. I don't know if I've seen that one before. Battery tier 2 researched. Alright, let's see what this looks like. That's battery tier 2. So it's 3 times the capacity of a tier 1 and a little bit larger. We might have to make additional cryopod waker-uppers, because we're at 200 out of 2,000.